So, hello. Okay, there's my mic. I was like, wait a minute. I'm talking, but my mic is not registering on OBS. But there we are, and let's just make sure this posted. That posted, great. This is not posted yet. It's taking its sweet time. There we go. I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to bring this up here, and we're going to just start sketching away here. I think I might try the dinner with Granny Bear. I feel like that's a good, let's just do that. And I know that I had that on my other... I had that extra thing over here. So let me open this up and grab my sketch. Has the least amount of brain power. I need to use the better. All right, that's going to be nice. All right. Let's say 3359 and go with, there we go. Well, I kind of want to put my hair up. It's starting to not be the best. It was fluffy and passable earlier, but I think I'm just gonna clip it. There we go. It just wasn't quite being cooperative here. Okay, so I need a Kleenex too. There we go. I think we're all set. So I've been working on a reel today, and my idea was, oh, it sounds so simple. It's just, you know, picture in picture. But it's like, I didn't do the picture in picture in one take. And so I had to compose like at least, well, I think I originally recorded maybe like 10 or so different little clips that I then had to cut down and then compose into one full video, so then I could then layer it in as a picture-in-picture and cut out me from the video over the stuff I'm talking about. And I really truly underestimated how much time that's going to take. Catherine, hello, welcome to the stream. was just grumping about how long my video idea is taking and how I grossly underestimated the time involved. But I think it'll be, gosh, and it's so crazy because you look at these things and they're what, you know, less than a minute, but this content takes how long to make, you know? Yeah, it is going to be a shorter stream. I'm just taking a break because I've been editing on my phone for the last, I took a lunch break like about 15 minutes ago, and then I've been editing since about 11. I've been recording and editing actually. So I wanted to take just a little break, and I've got other things I need to I want to have, I've been having the comics as ebooks on my list for, like, it's horrible. It's been since April. I originally had a goal of getting them up on the website in April, but they have just been going, just been pushed to the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and upload them, get them on the website and working, and get that crossed off my list. And if I want to, so my big thing on that is that I was wanting to make it perfect, and I wanted to do chapters, and I wanted to do breaks and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, well, I could do that later. I could update the files and then send out a, you know, a second edition or whatever with the bells and whistles on it. But I'm thinking that I just need to get it done. And there are a couple of other things I need to do on the shop as well. I've got this head is too squished. There we go. What else do I need to do? I need to, well, I want to do I think this edit can be easy. I want to post, like do a carousel of reviews, or at least a review page on my shop. And I have that ability. I just need to, I'm sorry. Good grief. I need to figure out the code on the page. There's like a code snippet that you put in, and then I can have that there. And then I know that there's a way that I can call I think I can call an instance and just have it scrolling through too. Oh my goodness. Me for a second. Well, that was ridiculous. I got like a little bubble or something from my orange drink. It was caught in my throat. And it's still like right there. Yuck. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, so got stuff to do there, which will be not bad, but I just gotta I gotta sit down and do it, you know. And I've started to think about my list in terms of I can't remember where I read this. It was Sorry again. It was a hack on getting things done, like how you can attack your task list, and I'm trying to remember where I heard it, but the gist of it was that you look at your list and you kind of mentally divide it up into things that, is this going to take me less than 5 minutes to complete? Okay, you take care of all of those 5-minute tasks first. You start marking things off the list, and it builds up momentum to tackle those longer projects. So I kind of consider the ebooks a longer project because I have to go in, I've got to edit some of the files just a smidge, and get like the title pages in there, because in my working files, they're really just placeholders and they're not high quality on the cover pages, because all I'm using in those working files is the guts of the book. The cover pages, inner and outer, are handled in a different file. So I need to make the ebook a complete high quality file. So that's probably something that would be more like, especially if I'm lumping them all together, I would say one ebook would be maybe, I don't want to say a couple of hours, but I don't know. I know there are pitfalls. I know that, the pathway, I just have to replace those placeholders and change the layout, and I can do that all in like 1 or 2 clicks from a global setting. So it should be okay, but I just want to give myself time. The other items don't imagine taking forever, like the homepage thing with the reviews. That shouldn't take too long. So I kind of have a couple of different things. I'm not operating in a group. Lord. All right, there we go. I've got a category of shop maintenance, and a little bit further down is website regular maintenance. I've got to do some things there, but that's going to be way far down the list. Shop maintenance for now. And not maintenance, but like just tweaks, upgrades, that type of thing. It needs to be a little bigger because her pot of soup. Let me just draw the pot of soup here. Oh, that's a big pot of soup. I'm gonna group my soup. Let's group the soup. That thing is not letting go. I've gotten this sometimes like right before bed, and it's like a little tickle in your throat, and it's there, but you can't get it out, and you just have to go to sleep and try to ignore it. Something else that I've been thinking of too is that last week, I believe it was, I got a lot of stuff done like early in the night, and I got my, well, not early in the night, rather. I got my dailies done early during the day, like most of the times I got them done on stream and stuff like that. And I really liked having that. A couple of nights I had set aside some time to clean up my desk space and also read a little bit, just disengage from computers and screens. And I think that really helped me sleep a lot better. So I'm trying to get to a spot where I can, like do that every night as much as I can. Hey Dee! All is well. How are you? I'm dealing with a little bit of I drank some orange soda, and it just, I like breathed a little bit in. So I'm like in a mortal battle with this orange soda bubble that's like stuck in my throat. Now I'm trying to figure out how to arrange that because I felt like I started off with like a huge burst of energy on those days when I was able to get to sleep early the night before and read the night before or do some sort of a unwinding activity that was not computer based. And you know, drawing is such a relaxing and fun thing for me. I think that if I place it maybe in the middle of the day like this, that can be kind of like another, almost like a power nap. It's a reinvigorating burst. I think that's a great idea. I've been wanting to get back in the habit of sketching in my sketchbook again. Oh, nice. Yes. See, and it's so sneaky like that, you know, because I'll open up my Instagram, or I'll open up my YouTube or whatever, and I'll just click, you know, see what's going on. And all of a sudden, 45 minutes are gone, or an hour's gone. I'm like, okay, well, all of that time that I had to just relax, now I have to go to bed. So, darn it. I'm going to make this a little wider. I feel like this is a Dutch oven that needs a little bit more of a wider handle. Hanging in there these days, working on a few things before holiday break. Felt like I need some time to unwind at the end of the year. Yeah, it feels like, especially this year, it's just been kind of like at a fever pitch for everything. And I'm really looking forward to some unwind time with my family around Christmas. And I usually go visit my sister, and my parents are there, so they turn into snow bunnies for the winter months. So the Midwest, it can get pretty icky. There we go. That's a nice. It's giving crock pot vibes, right? Not crock pot. Not stock pot. Dutch oven vibes. That's right. Dutch oven vibes. Drawing is a great activity. Appreciate the philosophy. You're welcome, Dee. Thank you as always for stopping by. I draw a nice. I don't know if I'll draw. I might just keep this as a. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna draw little bits of soup over here. But yeah, those time goblins are sneaky. And do I really want to have a big piece of potato sticking out? I'll just have it like surface level potato. Like little bits. Like maybe this is a hearty stew or something. You know, another thing that I want to work into my day is like maybe in the morning or something. I feel like it would be better for me in the morning. I like my workout. Usually try to get it in early. But like more walking, more just being outside and getting that, you know, that fresh air in. Those are kind of some of the goals for the, well, early starting new year. Why make it a January 1st start when you can start now? I'm going to do a cute little trivet here, because of course Granny Bear would have a cute little trivet. All right. Let's maybe, okay, am I going all in on this trivet? I think I am. Let's go ahead and erase the bottom of the pot. Something else that I've noticed too is that, you know, I was looking back in some of my older sketchbooks and dailies, and I had so many ideas. And I feel like I'm just kind of in a little bit of a idea drought. Like I would have these neat just scenes, and I know a lot of them were inspired by me just watching a lot of different animated movies or kind of getting into that headspace of concept art and watching these really visually stunning either movies or animated shows and stuff. And I think I might want to like just be aware, and you know, if I find myself mindlessly scrolling either my phone or YouTube or Netflix or what have you, and if I can catch myself, okay, you're doing this, so let's pick something that is enriching. And it may be, you know, one of my old favorite animated shows, but I know that, you know, those are a relaxing break, but they're also kind of food for the, you know, imagination and soul, because I go back and I visit these things that enchanted me for so long, and it's hard to not be re-inspired by them. So I want to make sure I bring that back in. The same with reading. My to be read stack is embarrassingly large, and but it's a lot of it is a little bit more dry, like nonfiction stuff and educational stuff, especially for animation and marketing and stuff like that. And I want to vary it up. I kind of want to do a nonfiction fiction switch, because those fiction books I devour very quickly, and I always feel refreshed because it's a total break, you know. So I think maybe varying that in there will also help keep my brain limber. I feel like that's a good description of it. I feel like, you know, some of these things that we do and we read, they're kind of like doing stretches or regular exercise for your brain. Some things like scrolling mindlessly on TikTok are like, you know, eating McDonald's or watching, you know, trash TV or something like that. I mean, it has its place and its time, but you don't want to do that all the time, you know. All right, so there's my soup. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the table as it is. I will probably edit the table lines and, of course, this back here. But I might actually move it a little bit, so I don't want to erase everything before I get my full plan there. One thing I found, like when my hoodie is really like a super hoodie and it keeps on falling off my shoulders, so I'm just gonna zip it up and hopefully it'll stay on. We're supposed to get like a big, is it tonight? It should be tonight. Let's see if it's tonight. We're supposed to get a big dip in temperature. Oh, it's starting. The wind is gonna pick up, and then it's gonna drop into the 40s tonight. Yo, let's gonna be cold. Okay. But so I was, looking at, because I've done a few reels that, don't, I pretty much took them in one sitting, one shot, like the one I did of Space Montrose, and debuting that, the stuff that was there. I did that in one take, maybe two. No, it was one. And I had to start over a couple of times on certain spots, but for the majority of it, it was a one take thing. And so I had done that and I was like, okay, that's really easy. But this new one that I'm doing is a little behind the scenes of how I made the Cocoa Time shirts. And so I took multiple little shorter segments, because I was originally thinking that, okay, I can have picture-in-picture laid in here and I can just kind of compose them on the fly, but that didn't really work. The way my program works is it handles the clips one at a time, and at least I couldn't find how you layer in multiple clips in one picture-in-picture. So what I ended up having to do is go back and do the picture-in-picture, which is essentially me talking that'll eventually be cut out with the stuff appearing behind me. I had to do a whole video for that to start, so I could take that whole video in, cut it out as the one picture-in-picture, and then layer the stuff behind it. And then as I'm going along, I'm getting these holes where I have to fill with, I guess they call it B-roll. And so the stuff that I originally took wasn't enough, so I had to go back in and shoot more. So, and then I'm listening to some of these guys who are like, it'll be really helpful if you, write a script and talked off a script, and eventually you won't need a script. And I was like, well, I didn't need a script the first time. I was okay, but yeah, no, I wasn't okay, because I was able to trim it down to about 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I think the original sections that I recorded, and I wandered off into the woods and I realized what I was doing, and so some of those clips I totally cut out. But I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do some scripting this next time. Maybe that will help me be a little bit more efficient. But, doing that, just you gain such an appreciation. I did have an appreciation to start. I mean, I knew that, short form video, it's not as easy as it looks. And, something that looks so simple is, oftentimes there's a lot more work that goes into it. Some of them are super, super, super simple. But others are just, lots of different cuts in there, lots of different sets of footage, and so new appreciation unlocked. Okay, I am uncertain where I want Brandy to Bear to be looking. So I had her, I think I'm going to need to tip her head down, because she's serving soup. And so let me go ahead and edit how her front, and then maybe curve her body a little bit more because she's leaning. So maybe she's reaching for, and maybe there's a floof here handing her his bowl. He's like, yes, please. I want some soup. And then she'll have her ladle here. Foreshortened arm. You know what? Let's draw my face line, because I clearly am having issues today. There we go. And let's give GB legs, because I need legs just in case. go. And I'm going to scooch this in here. And now I need to fix her ear because it's kind of just sticking out here, that's really big. This ear does not look like it's part of her head anymore. So let's fix this. There we go. So trying to think like 2.5D here. If this is a sphere and she's slightly turned, then I need to like this little guy. Big mouth floof is everywhere and always happy. Alright, so let's come in here. I probably shouldn't keep him in this group with her, but I can copy and bump him out later. Like, take my bowl, give me soup. That's a little bit of a wonky bowl, so let's try to make a little bit of a better bowl here. There we go. That's all right. I don't need that anymore. I do, however, need to make sure he's holding his bowl. Yeah, just a little bit of a little peak sticking up there. Although if I did that, it probably should come down like this. That's better. I'm gonna group the bowl and the peat. So I want him to be like, yes, take my bowl. Alright, so now I need to reconnect his belly. There we go. For now, that'll be what it is. Alright, so back to Granny Bear. She's leaning over to get the bowl. And maybe I'll just gently have it disappear, like have the liner disappear behind the bowl. And I do need to have her shawl here. So we're going to go like that. And I'm just going to draw a complete Granny Bear. In case I need to move any element. Be where she needs to be. And I now need to... Alright, I'm gonna just group this whole mess. That's the arm. And I'm going to edit it together with the spoon, and then I might just pop that out of this group and have it inside the group with the soup. Might make this easier. Now when you're holding, she's kind of holding, how would a bear hold a ladle? I don't want to be holding it like this. So first of all, let's get this ladle in here, because that will inform the angle that her paw should be. At least that's the story I'm sticking to. Or I could do like a classic fancy soup ladle here. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, now I need to group my ladle. That, okay. All right, so are we still in the group with the paw? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make this in the ladle group. So let's go ahead and let's just try and figure out how her little paw is gonna, oh, that's kind of maybe sort of what I want, but I was taken out by that orange drink. Goodness. So I need to have elbow. Because this is all foreshortened, so she's like this. Like that. So the angle that she's at it anyway. And so this can be this can be, we're gonna have, the shawl is probably gonna go up like this, and then maybe her arm is gonna be like that. So now I need to have extra fun erasing the things that should be erased, but not the things that shouldn't. In this case, it will be pieces of her arm, because ladle is in front. Alright, there's my paw, and I think I can erase all that mess, and I can draw this over here because her, ooh, nope, I need to redraw that. And I'm gonna need to redraw this too. But for now I can get rid of these lines. I'm not gonna get rid of her back line yet because I need to redraw this. Pardon, again. Now I can delete these other lines. Man, that carbonation or whatever is fighting a battle. Fighting a big battle. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to erase this little bit of her shoulder, which turns out I didn't need. There we go. And then I need to, gosh darn it. If I just forget about it, it's not going to bother me anymore. There we go. I think what I might end up doing, it might be easier for me to just erase the pot in front of this. I'm going to move this forward. And I'm going to move this little potato. Just a little. Maybe a pile of spoons. Just a pile of kind of spoons sitting around, like just carried one spoon in and they went out to get another spoon. They would totally do something chaotic like that. Let's go ahead and draw these guys that are bringing the other bowls. Finally, I'm getting rid of the little thing. And I haven't saved in ages, so let's save. And then what's going to be over here, I'm going to move it up slightly. It's going to be... And I don't know how tall this canvas is going to be, so I'm just going to kind of wing it over there. I'm going to have a window that's filled with snow. And then maybe we'll have... Maybe just some... I hate floating shelves. I'd never do floating shelves. Let's see. I'll figure out something else back here. I feel like this foot is maybe in the wrong spot, maybe-ish. I don't know. Let's rewind. Let's just leave it there, and I'll draw this other guy here first. The right angle for this one. I feel like he kind of needs to be swooping a little bit more back. Like that, because he's kind of... That's a lot of booty on this floof. Let's bring that in a little bit. Because he's kind of half turned away. His body center line is like that. So I have his little arms like this, and he's helping hold these bowls. So I'll bring that up. And we need to calm this booty down. Alright, that's a bit better. This whole belly line erased. And this comes up over here. And this is here. Nope, I have extra. It can be deleted. There we go. Now we have a few flukes helping out. Go. And I'll put this over here. Alright, now I can delete that. They're walking up, and all I need to do is draw some spoons in randomly. And then I need to add Lady Boop in there. It should be like this maybe. Right, and then I can get rid of the table pretty easily with all of the characters. Go ahead and group this. A little bit more like that. boop can fit on her head, but I still want to make her just a tiny bit smaller. Actually, I think that was the right size to begin with. That soup looks so good. Alright, so the last thing I have to draw are some spoons. And I will do that off camera. Because spoons are not that difficult to draw, nor are they exciting. But that'll just be, you know, some scattered around here. And then I'll do some little bits and pieces in the background here. But the main focus of this is this area. I'm thinking I might try some... I do need to show the window and the snow and have it atmospheric in that way, but maybe I'll do some bokeh light effects over here, just some kind of glowy warmth, because I want to have that contrast between the cold of the outside and the warmth of Granny Bear's table. So that's what I'm looking at anyway, but I'll go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry I was so coughy and I had that darn thing in my throat. That was frustrating. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Catherine D, any of my lurkers. Always wonderful to have you in chat with me. I will be back on Thursday with comic book stuff, and this will be my daily tonight, so if you want to see how this is finished up with color, you can check out any of my social media, Twitter or Instagram. That's where I post my dailies. And I might even post this as a wallpaper you can grab in my Instagram stories. So if you would like a new background for your device, you can just check that out. Yeah, I think this would make a nice little background, definitely. I might have to adjust it up. Actually, this open area at the top is perfect for like the clock. So I probably won't have to adjust much, but yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you again next time.